people, or you have to have kind of a beefy system. So the goal was to make it as intuitive as possible and have a nice editor to go with it to render some realistic images. So I'll just go ahead and open up the editor and show you what you can do with it. So this is what the interface looks like. You can see you have your scene view here, where you can drag the camera around and you can see where the render camera is, and you can rotate it like this, zoom in and out. This is where you're going to put all your objects and your lights. So we'll just go ahead and do that. We'll add a plane. That's pretty boring and you can't really see anything, so I think I'm going to add a nice light, just like that. Actually, maybe we'll make that a sphere light. A little bit more complicated. Okay. Just drag that around. So now we can see a little bit. I think to show you what this is capable of, I'll just make a quick scene and then render it. So for this, I'm going to apply a texture. Have a nice floor texture here. There you go. And you can even add some bump mapping to it to get a little bit of some more detail. You won't be able to see that in the editor, but when I hit render, you're going to see it. So there's that. I'm going to set the bump scale to 20. That's a good value, so you can really see it. You can even, if you press R, you can rotate objects around. So I'm going to rotate the plane. I like it like this. What's neat is you can add a skybox by making a sphere like this and then making it really big. So I'm going to make it like size 30, right? And then you go to the material, and make the ambient 1, and just make it non-reflective. I can add a texture, so I'm going to add my skybox texture that I have saved here. Let's see. This is a good one. Now you can see there's a skybox here. And it's actually, I don't know if you can see that it's upside down right now, so we'll fix that. There we go. And then let's see, let's add an object in here to show that you can load in models and see them in the editor. I have this, let's see, what do I have a mug here. So let's pull this mug in here, and you can see it automatically imported some materials. I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see that. That's good. Let's rotate that a little bit. Okay. And I don't love where it is. And then press T, you can drag it around. Let's bring it like right here. That's good. Okay. For this, I want I can show off a little bit of the like reflection and refraction of the ray tracer. So let's just take away the texture so you can see that. Just edit the properties of the material. And if you turn it reflect and reflect, you can reflect and refract. You can see in the editor it does become transparent. So if you put something behind it, you can see. That makes editing the scene a little bit easier. I was testing this earlier, and these are some good settings for glass that I found. So, and glass has an index of refraction of 1.5, so I'm going to set it to that on both of these. Okay, so I think that's pretty good for this scene. So I'm going to hit render and just see what that looks like. Let's move this sphere light somewhere over here. Make it a little bit brighter. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to use 16 threads on my computer so it doesn't take all day. I'm going to do 4 shadow rays. Let's say it bounces 5 times, a maximum of 5 times. And then we'll do, so that we can see it, I'll do 10 samples for this. That's what we'll do. So, just hit render, and I'm going to save it here. And you can see it's going to start to render here. So while this is running, I'll just talk about a little bit how I approached this project. I did all the underlying math for the ray tracer myself. and then I implemented the editor separately. The editor I used OpenGL, and in the editor you can see there's no shadows and no like bump mapping of the textures and things, and that's just to make it a little bit easier. That's more the job of the actual ray tracer than the editor. And sorry, this is taking a second, but I think the result will be good. So there we go. That looks pretty good. I like what we came up with here. So I think to finish off, I'll just show off some of the other images that I've made. Here's some glass cups. And then another glass cup is very similar to what I just made, but there, you can see there's a little, I put some bumping on there so that it looks a little scratched. And some more glass cups. And then even more glass cups, but this time I put some objects in there to show you can, just some variety. And then this was a test that I did for the bump mapping. You can see the terrain is a little bit raised. And then another scene with some glass and some nice living room. And then this is the one that we just made. This is just a screenshot, and this is another screenshot. This is nice. I wanted to show you can make hollow glass balls. So I modeled this little spider in Blender, and then I imported it. And then this is my favorite that I did. This is some toys. And there's some marbles in the corner and a little soldier. So yeah, that's my project. Thank you.